And tonight from Tropicana Field in St. Petersburg, Florida, the Red Sox play Game 1 of a quick 3-game series. The Sox bring their best in the majors 17-8 road record out for a spin in the Sunshine State. Hi, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us. A little baseball indoors tonight. I'm Dave O'Brien. Jerry Remy back in the fold tonight. Garen Austin coming your way in just a couple of moments. J.D. Martinez last week in the homestand, Jerry. 5 home runs. Apparently, crushing season has arrived.
Well, it was lights out last week for Martinez, and had a great day Sunday. A couple of home runs at Fenway Park. And the first one you'll see will just kind of wrap around pesky pole. And that's when he probably got a big kick up, because I don't think he's done that before, where he just had one of those Johnny Pesky home runs around the pole. But then he got a fastball down over the middle and just absolutely crunches to center field out toward the 420 triangle out there for the long home run. 15 total on a season now, Dave. And, you know, you look at the numbers for him in the last 7 days. 346 batting average, which is so impressive. These 5 home runs, 8 RBIs, slugging percentage of 1,000. It just goes on and on and on. And what impresses me most about this guy is that he's a complete hitter. It's not just the home runs. And you think back to early in the year how many balls he hit. If it had been warm, it might have been home runs. He could have 20 at this time. So he's going to be up there when the final total comes. But what impresses me the most is the way he goes about his at-bats. He'll take a base hit to the opposite field, a base hit up the middle, then he'll hit the long ball. Just remarkable to watch.
Oh, and boy, does he hit him long.
Yes.
And as this weather is warming up, that's certainly true of J.D. Martinez. Just named the American League Player of the Week for the first time this season. He's ready to go tonight. Benintendi, of course, is cooking. Mookie Betts, well, he's been Mookie Betts. And it's Chris Sale on the hill tonight. Red Sox taking on Tampa Bay in just a moment. Website for deals, buyatoyota.com. By Dunkin' Donuts, America runs on Dunkin'. Lexus and the Lexus Strikes Out Hunger program. Exciting games, tasty dining, great live shows. Enjoy it all at Plain Ridge Park Casino. By your local New England Ford dealers. And by Southwest Airlines, low fares, no hidden fees. That's transparency. The pace is quick down here in the Tampa St. Pete area. We're getting ready for Game 1. Red Sox taking on the Rays. Great to have you with us inside the Trop. Great to have Garen Austin with us with a report on Dustin Pedroia. Good evening, Garen.
Hi, Obi. Well, Dustin Pedroia will be playing for Pawtucket tonight and tomorrow, and Alex Cora said that he is getting ready to being back with this team. He also had an update on Hector Velasquez, who is in the clubhouse.
I talked to him yesterday. He mentioned he feels great. Full workout yesterday. He should be fine tonight, you know, and we'll go from there. He was fine. We're going to have him around, see how he reacts to it. And if everything goes well, then we're going to have to make a decision. he went what 9 days without pitching at one point, so we're not worried about him. You know, as long as he's healthy, we'll be fine.
Cora also made the announcement that Drew Pomeranz will start on Saturday. Now, he spent the entire off day looking at video, making adjustments, and today he threw a sim game, and he feels those adjustments will help him when he starts on Saturday. And it is sale day at the Trop. Chris Sale will be on the mound when we return. Dave O'Brien and Jerry Remy have the call.
Major League Baseball and the Red Sox. Buying a New England Audi dealers, get behind the wheel of the Audi you've always wanted. Digital Federal Credit Union. What can DCU save you? Citizens Bank. Visit citizensbank.com. Al Fresco Chicken. And by Southwest Airlines. Low fares, no hidden fees. That's transparency. Willie Adames taking a Major League diamond for the first time, and the youngster is their top prospect, about to make his big league debut at shortstop for Tampa Bay. Here's a look at the Red Sox lineup, brought to you by Toyota's official website for deals. BuyAToyota.com. Mookie Betts to lead it, hitting .365. Andrew Benintendi, he is a house of fire. Hanley Ramirez back in at first with JD Martinez the DH. Xander Bogaerts hitting .301. He's at short. Rafael Devers at third. Eduardo Nunez manning second. Sandy Leon doing the catching, and Jackie Bradley's in center field. Facing the right-hander Jake Faria, 3-2, an ERA of 5.20. And the Red Sox have already seen him and knocked him around before this season.
Let's take a look at the Rays defense. They are third in the league with 18 errors in 45 games. Christian Arroyo at third base. Willie Adames the shortstop. Daniel Robinson at second. C.J. Cron the first baseman. Left to right, Rob Refsnyder, Malik Smith, and Johnny Field. Wilson Ramos doing the catching for Faria.
Umpires tonight brought to you by Toyota's official website for deals, buyatoyota.com. It'll be Adam Hamari behind the plate, Dan Bellino at first, Tom Hallian at second base, and Phil Cuzzi at third. And we're available. This telecast can be heard in Spanish by selecting the SAP button on your TV remote. SAP presented by Toyota. Visit compra2toyota.com to see Toyota deals not seen on TV.
Buenas noches, amigos.
Well, a lot of rain outside the last several hours, but we are dry inside as the Sox get ready to take on Tampa Bay again. And Mookie Betts to lead things off here against the right-hander Faria. Mookie 3-for-7 against this guy in his career. 15 home runs for Betts as he looks at another ball.
It's been one of the problems for Faria. He's walked an awful lot of guys this year. He's faced the Red Sox twice. He's got 8 walks and 2 strikeouts in 5 2/3 innings.
In there for a strike.
And an ERA of 14.29 in those 2 outings.
Benintendi on deck. 3-1. Sox coming back to Tropicana Field for the first time since they took 3 out of 4 here in the season's first week. And he pops up Mookie Betts into short right field. Field still coming on, and he'll make the catch. May have misjudged it initially, but he got there in time. 1 gone.
The day of the last time we were here, where everybody was trying to figure out what kind of team this Tampa Bay club is going to be this year, and they've actually been better than most people think. They've been playing very well recently. They've changed styles completely. They don't hit as many home runs. They don't strike out as much. They sacrifice more. They're second to the Red Sox in batting average in the American League. It's kind of weird to see this turnaround.
Very much, and surprisingly, they're 22-23, just a game under 500. Surviving a lot of injuries, particularly to their rotation. So they've tried to be innovative, certainly non-traditional, as they were last weekend when they started the right-hand relief pitcher Sergio Romo on back-to-back days. Benintendi hitting .285 now. 3 for 5 with a big day on Sunday. And he loops that one foul. Hanley Ramirez on deck.
Back-to-back splitters to Benintendi, both of them away, and he fouls that one off to the left side. Fastball, breaking ball split from Correa.
The 1-2. And it's in there for strike 3. A bit of a delayed call there by Adam Hamari, but he rings him up. And there are 2 gone.
Yeah, that was definitely borderline right there, but Hamari waited a while, got a good look, and then made the strike call. This is up on the outside part of the strike zone. You can see how far Ramos pulls it back toward home plate. It was supposed to be inside. He still gets the call.
Hanley Ramirez returning to the lineup tonight. He sat out on Sunday. He's been cool with the bat as of late. You can see that average has gone all the way down to 271. Looking to heat up again. 0 for his last 10. J.D. Martinez on deck. He was tempted, but he held off.
They shift on Hanley in the infield. 3 infielders on the left side. As Daniel Robinson moves over to that shortstop position.
Good count for Ramirez. 2-0. Went after it and popped it up. Short right again. Field coming on. Out to make the catch is Robertson to retire the side. So 1-2-3. Go the Red Sox here in the top half of the first inning, and Sale is on the way to the hill. Then at second base, C.J. Cron at first, Matt Duffy the DH. Ramos does the catching. Willie Adames at shortstop with Johnny Field in right. Christian Arroyo at third, Ref Snyder at left, and Malik Smith in center field. Against the Red Sox starter, presented by New England Audi dealers. It is a sale night. Chris 4-1, a 2.29 ERA. Pitched here on opening day. He took a no decision. Allowing just 1 hit in 6 innings. He struck out 9. First pitch swing. We see it a lot with Sale. Popped up to Hanley Ramirez, creeping in on the turf. 1 away.
The Red Sox defense is brought to you by Southwest Airlines, and they are 5th in the American League with 23 errors in 47 games. Rafael Devers will be at third base, and Bogarts the shortstop. Eduardo Nunez at second and Hanley at first. Left to right, Andrew Benintendi, Jackie Bradley Jr., Mookie Betts, and Sandy Leon doing the catching tonight for Chris Sale.
C.J. Cron 278. He is their power source. He's hit 11 home runs. He strikes out a lot. For 8 career against the lefty, and a breaking ball in there. Slider right on the corner.
That's the one the right-hander gives up on, throwing it away off the plate and picking up the outside corner.
Key matchup presented by Sullivan Tire and Complete Auto Service. We're always here to get you there. And a swing and a miss. He makes very quick work of Cron, who strikes out for the 50th time.
98 miles an hour on this fastball, up and away from the right-hander, and most of his strikeouts to right-hander are on fastballs up and away. 98. So he's thrown 3 fastballs that I've seen: 95, 97, and 98.
We have not seen him get to 98 this quickly.
That's the first time I think I've seen it all year.
And that slider. Here's Duffy, the DH, 328, 2 home runs. He was acquired in the Matt Moore to San Francisco trade back in 2016. He has been one of their top offensive men. Already Sale is locked in. Here comes the 0-2. Working with Sandy Leon here tonight. As you mentioned, Jerry, Tampa Bay a better hitting team than most ever believed they would be this year.
Yeah, exactly right.
But we'll see if that holds true against Mr. Sale this evening. Here comes the 1-2 to Duffy. Did he offer? No. Sale had started walking off. He thought he had him. 2-2.
Now back-to-back sliders. Thought he had the swing on the second one. Take a look from up above the trop, and I think that might have been a good call.
2-2. 98 again, but not close. Ramos on deck. Tampa Bay coming off a road trip that some thought might sink them. Instead, they went 7-4 on a grueling 10-day, 11-game trip. That is going to be inside for ball 4 at 98 miles an hour. So he puts Duffy on. And Ramos next. Sale coming in number 2 in the American League in strikeouts behind Garrett Cole. And 4th in ERA, number 1 in strikeout ratio per 9. And at 12.4. No, Ramos 4 for 13 off him with 2 home runs. And a breaking ball in there right on the edge for strike 1. Sale last year dominated this Tampa Bay team. He went 4-1 with a 266 earned run average. It's a different looking Tampa Bay team. That's going to be looped into center field, down for a base hit. Duffy rounding. He's on his way, and Bradley will lob it in. So he'll stop at third base. So Ramos Comes through with a base hit. He's had some good at bats against Sale in the past.
At 308 average, couple of home runs against Sale coming in, and he gets a changeup this time. That's going to be right toward the end of the bat. But he loops it into center field for the base hit. Bradley thought about throwing the ball to third base, but I think wisely did not. Nothing good can happen from a throw there except the ball maybe get away.
Willie Adames about to make his major league debut as a hitter now. 22 years old, right-hand batter from the Dominican Republic. He is their #1 prospect. And when Tampa Bay traded David Price to Detroit, Adames came here. So he was signed by Dave Dombrowski and the Tigers. So in his major league debut, Kevin Cash says go get Chris Sale and hit 5th. First and third. Adames called up when Joey Wendell went on family leave today. His wife giving birth. So he'll be away for a few days. 1-1 from Sale.
98 and a pretty powerful swing by Adames that time. Looked like he was all geared up for that fastball.
Didn't back down.
Signs put out by Sandy Leon letting the middle infielders know if there's a potential steal here where he's going to go with the baseball.
Trying to put him away. It would be the second K for Sale. And he rattles that one foul. Scouting report on Adames is he's a high energy guy, excellent arm, lots of tools, and relentlessly upbeat. Field on deck. And a 1-2 from the lean lefty.
Say this, he's got a pretty swing. Only seen a few of them, but they look pretty nice. I wonder if Sale will consider throwing the changeup yet. He hasn't thrown that yet to him. Sliders and fastballs.
Boy, is geared up as the 22-year-old has to be at this moment. He might screw himself into the ground in a changeup.
Back to the fastball.
1-2 and down he goes 97 miles an hour. 2 strikeouts for Sale. By Lowe's, Major League Baseball leaders in home runs entering today. Mookie Betts, JD Martinez, and Manny Machado all tied at the top with 15. And Martinez on a tear, 343, 41 runs batted in.
Back to Sunday, what the 2 home runs that he hit in that ball game. One around the pesky pole. I don't know how in the world he hit that ball in that location to that direction. And then the bomb in the 5th inning over the 420.
He said he took considerable ribbing from his teammates for the relatively cheap home run.
Yeah.
Which went 324. And then he crushed the next one, 443.
He made up for it, didn't he?
He did. He said, I felt I had to get even for some of those that I think I lost in April because of the cold weather. They just weren't going anywhere.
Well, we talked about that in the Open tonight, about the fact that, he could very easily have 20 home runs at this point if it wasn't for all that cold weather at the beginning of the season. Could he hit some balls that would definitely knock down that would have been out of the ballpark?
Ground ball, and that's a base hit the other way. Which is another thing you talked about in the Open, how consistent he is with that kind of a base hit.
Yeah, he'll take it. I mean, they got the shift on him. Most of the time when he goes in that direction, it's in the air or on the line. Very few ground balls. That's why they put the shift on him. But this time he gets on top of a high fastball, as you can see right there, and just wide open on that right side. I mean, that ball was up around his letters, and he's able to get the hands above the ball to get it on the ground in that hole.
I'll tell you what, he's also the Chris Sale of hitting, because he's not in the box very long. He's rarely in there for more than 3 pitches. 3-4 max, he's out of there one way or the other, and lots of hits. Reigning American League Player of the Week. He's won it 7 times. Xander Bogaerts 301 with 6 home runs. He sat out Sunday's win. He's looking to rejuvenate his swing now. And that one, did it deflect off him? It certainly got the umpire.
Yeah, it certainly sounded like it got somebody.
Umpire got nailed, but it did not hit Xander.
Split-fingered fastball off the glove and off the shoulder of Amari, the home plate umpire. Not really that close to Xander.
No. He's finding umpires not. Amari in some pain, and his colleagues around him to see if he can continue. And he's gonna.
They were checking on the video to see if that did hit Xander, and apparently they're convinced it did not, so on we play.
Look at what he's done against Tampa Bay going back to the very first series. He has worn them out. 16 for 35 this year with 2 home runs and 11 RBIs in 10 games. On to second one, on to first, bad throw, and got him with the tag for the double play. Adames to Robertson to Crone, and they will turn 2.
Now 2 pitches in this inning, you see different results, right? The high fastball to JD Martinez gets a base hit the other way. The high fastball to Bogaerts ends up on the ground to the shortstop, and trying to avoid that tag at first base, but couldn't do so. Bellino, the first base umpire, right on top of it, had a good look at it. Got the tag on him.
So 2 away for Rafael Devers, who will stand up at 237 with 8 homers. Well, not many have noticed that he has taken a bit of a slide here. Devers' batting average quietly tumbling into the 230s on the last homestand, going 3 for 25. A lot of first pitch swings. His super aggressive approach can work very well and fits in the Red Sox approach when he's making real good contact.
And if you're swinging in strikes on that first pitch. This time he didn't swing at a strike. But sometimes it's like anything they throw up there, he's going to swing at.
Yeah, and I think that's what's hurt him in this May window. Nunez on deck. 1-2. Little pop into right, charging on field, still coming on. He'll slide and he will make the play. Fine effort there to retire the side. Faria faces only 3 men. A time for our Dunkin' Donuts poll question. Who should call pitches, do you think, the pitcher or the catcher? Text 1 for the pitcher, 2 for the catcher. Text your answer to 536 536. Message and data rates may apply. 1 message per vote. Bottom of the second. And no score here at the Trop. Field will lead things off. He's a hot bat. And then Arroyo and Refsnyder for the Rays. Field, one of the hitting stars on their just completed road swing. And on Sunday in 3rd inning, he blasted a solo home run off Shohei Ohtani. Ohtani's pitched really well against pretty much everybody except the Red Sox. Red Sox tattooed him in Anaheim. That'll drift outside with a slider. So he's gone to 3-1. He did walk a man in the 1st inning. That was Duffy. Gave up a base hit to Ramos. Nothing came of that as he struck out Adames, his first major league at bat. Christian Arroyo on deck. Here's the 3-1. And stroked into left field for a base hit. That was hard hit by Field, and he's on and stays hot. Be there on Thursday when the Red Sox induct the latest class of Red Sox Hall of Fame members at the Fenway Honors Gala. Proceeds from the event benefit the Red Sox Foundation. Visit redsoxfoundation.org/Fenway Honors for more info. Arroyo, the 3rd baseman, recently promoted from the minor leagues. He's a Tampa kid, born and raised right here. Born 2 months after Tampa Bay was awarded a franchise in March of '95. Rocco Baldelli was his favorite player. Field on at first. Moves him back.
I got a kick out of Sale's comments after his last game with Oakland. All he could talk about was his walks and how disappointed and inexcusable it was to walk 4 guys.
Struck out 9, by the way, gave up 2 hits. But upset about ball 4. And he got the win. Pitch count was high for him through 5 innings. Well, this is the 4th series the Red Sox have played with Tampa Bay already. They will not meet again after this until August. 1-2. Put him away with high heat at 98 again.
It's that fastball I was talking about, the high fastball he throws by right-handers.
Let's go down to Guerin.
Hi, OB. Hi, Jerry. Well, Drew Pomeranz is going to start on Saturday. We talked to him earlier about some of the adjustments that he's been working on. Also, guys, I talked to Brock Holden, got the whole scoop on Beachwear Travel Day and why he and Mitch Moreland ended up wearing matching denim shorts. And I also talked to JD Martinez, and he told me why it's important for him that his teammates look to him as a mentor, guys.
Heath Hembry's the picture you really want to see, though, right? I mean,
pictures that we want to see, but
yeah.
Yes.
That pink romper that he was sporting, which was really something. Rev Snyder hitting just 146 with 1 home run. And Pomeranz has been pushed back to Friday, as Guerin mentioned. Rick Porcello will go on Thursday in game 3 here. David Price tomorrow night. High fly ball into right field. Routine play for Mookie Betts. It'll be on number 2. We saw Pomeranz out here before batting practice tonight, working on some things with Dana Levangie.
Yeah, he threw in the bullpen, and then he came back and threw off the mound to Blake Swihart. And you know, from my vantage point here, it looked pretty good, but you know, you're not down there and you're not facing him, but you know, we'll have to see how it goes.
You certainly want to see the pitch count per inning go down, but the velocity go up, you know, because he's a guy capable of throwing 93, 94 miles an hour. He's been hanging around 89. We'll see if that is the case on Friday. One thing to keep in mind about Pomeranz, he had a similar start last year through about the same period of time, and then he took off, went on to win 17 games.
Yeah, and you know, this year basically didn't have a spring training.
And he says he's completely healthy, feels great. 81 pitches in 4 innings, 3 walks last time out. A little pom-pom before the game. Smith shattered bat, and it's caught. The baseball caught by Sale, splintering the bat to retire the side.
5 of the Eastern Conference Finals between the Cavs and the Celtics. NESN Sports Today is presented by People's United Bank, where the technology
Popped up here by Nunez. Long run for Crone, and he'll make the play in front of his dugout. First out of the 3rd inning.
Where the technology is as helpful as the people.
Oh, it was worth the wait.
You got to complete it. You got to complete it.
You got to finish it.
You got to do it.
Sandy Leon will step in next at 2:08 with 1 home run. Well, you got to give the Cavs credit, huh? They battled back and won on their home court, and they've evened up the series with the Celtics. LeBron's been amazing, but heading back to Boston. Jackie Bradley would be next. Rays are back to using a traditional starter after their weekend experiment, actually the season-long experiment of a bullpen starter. Sergio Romo starting back-to-back games over the weekend. Guy who had gone 588 consecutive bullpen appearances without a start, and he starts 2 games in a row. One goes 3 outs, the other goes 4 outs.
You know, they told us about all this stuff at the beginning of the year. We kept trying to figure out how is this going to work, you know, and you got a guy throwing back-to-back starts. Come on.
Non-conventional, to put it mildly. It's been the talk of baseball, actually. A lot of players weighed in, a lot of executives too. The Angels, Zach Cozart said it was weird. It's bad for baseball, in my opinion. It's spring training. That's what it is. Others not so sure. And that's going to be ball 4. So Leon is on in front of JBJ. Ace Ticket is Boston's trusted source for tickets. Be there for Game 5 as the Celtics host the Cavs tomorrow night. Get your tickets by calling 1-800-MY-SEATS or visit aceticket.com right now. Jackie with a double on Sunday, and he scored to begin the 4-run 5th inning. 165 with 2 home runs. Hard ground ball, and it gets through 2 men, knocked out with the bare hand of Robertson. Everybody's going to be safe on a single. Crone could not make the play, and then Robertson tried to slow it down with the bare hand and did. Kept it from rolling into the outfield.
And deflection off the glove, deflection off the hand. And by that time, Jackie Bradley at first base, Sandy Leon had to hustle and get to second base because not knowing if Adames would have come up with it.
Will be a base hit. So the Sox have something brewing here in the 3rd inning. Mookie Betts to get in. 0 for 1, a fly to right. And there might not be a hotter trio of hitters right now in any lineup in baseball than Betts, Benintendi, and Martinez. The only leadoff hitter with more home runs before the end of May was Brady Anderson.
Is that the year he had 50?
Yes, he had 20 in 1996 at the end of May. Went on to hit 50, never came close to hitting that many again. In there for a strike.
Actually, during Sunday's game, I was downstairs in the parking lot and I saw Brady Anderson come in mid-game with his bag, and I said, man, what if he's taking over as manager?
Oh, for the Orioles, yeah. A lot of people think he's running that show right now. Making the trip. Here's the 0-2. Bounce deflected by Ramos, and the runner stayed put. Jackie at first and Leon at second.
If he's running it, he's a little bit late getting to the ballpark because this was about the 5th inning of the game.
Yeah.
Might have been a long night on Friday night.
Could have been.
Saturday night.
Could have been. Sox are 19-3 when they score the first run. Trying to do that right here. against Faria and Tampa Bay. Wouldn't chase it. Well, a walk in this inning for Faria. Came in having walked 21 men in 45 innings. Been a big problem. Two-two to Mookie Betts. He checked. Trying to tempt him with a very soft slider. Game one here at the Trop. Red Sox trying to strike early in support of Chris Sale. Shot deep to left. Back it goes. Kiss it goodbye. Apparently, Mr. Betts does not like to be tied with anybody in home runs. A 3-run bullet, number 16.
Yeah, Mookie gets a breaking ball with 2 strikes on him, just a flat breaking ball that he takes out of the ballpark. I mean, that just hung up middle of the plate, belt high, and very quickly out of the ballpark. That's a Mookie Betts home run right there. Kind of a line drive home run.
Could hang your wash on it. Speedway donating $500 to Boston Children's Hospital for every Red Sox home run. And don't forget, all summer long, stop by your local Speedway and quench your thirst with a refreshing Speedy Freeze. That's the best player in baseball today.
We get the pleasure of watching him play day in and day out. And that, my friends, is a lot of fun.
Sox up 3-0. And a home run ball, Jerry. You know, we all thought in spring training that the Red Sox would hit a lot more home runs.
Right.
But this is more than most expected. Red Sox now 69 home runs through 48 games, most in club history. And you're talking about topping over that period of games some tremendous offenses. And you played on a couple of them.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's pretty special what you're watching, from last in the league to hitting as many as they have.
Benintendi down on strikes for the second time, and 2 gone.
But, you know, I agree with you, Dave. You know, we all talked about, well, they're going to hit more home runs. I mean, certain guys like Betts we expected to hit more. Bogarts we expected to hit more. Then they added J.D. Martinez. That is an instant plus in that department. So, you know, it's that missing piece of the puzzle, and J.D. Martinez was that.
And no doubt he's made the rest of the lineup better. But Mookie Betts was pretty good to begin with.
Oh yeah, he's not bad. You know, he's not bad. And the things he's doing right now, they're not bad.
You're right. It's an absolute pleasure to watch a professional athlete performing at the peak of his powers. There's a high foul out of play by Hanley. And at 25 years old.
And he's playing, you know, it's easy to say this, but, you know, because he's having success. But the fact is, he's playing with so much confidence, and he has been since day one of the season. It's almost like he was on a mission from the first. He's back where he wanted to be, the leadoff spot. He was comfortable right out of the chute.
Mm-hmm. You're right about that, too. He loves leading off.
He does. He absolutely loves it.
16 home runs, again, #1 in the majors. And the 1-2 is fouled off by Hanley. He's popped up to first, 0 for 1 tonight. Red Sox do not lead the majors in home runs, but they do in batting average, doubles, and extra base hits. And they're second in runs scored. And here comes Kevin Cash. He's going to bring a trainer with him. out to the mound to talk with Faria. And see what is up here with his health. This is an injury visit, so it does not count against the visits, the 6 that each team gets. See if we can pick anything up on the last delivery.
He hunched over a little bit after he made that, like it was a side problem or something, but he's apparently convinced him that he's okay. He's going to take a couple of throws and they'll make a determination from there, but it didn't appear to be an arm issue.
It was definitely a grimace there, though.
Yeah, he's done.
Giving up the baseball here after he gave up a 3-run homer to Mookie Betts. And of course they don't have anybody warming up, so
how about Romo?
Romo is probably available, but I think they're going to go with Pruitt. Yep, Pruitt about to start to warm up. Apparently Romo can pitch every day and start every day, but not coming in here. We're going to take the break as well. Pruitt will get as much time as he requires because he was not warming up. Red Sox in front quickly thanks to Mookie Betts, 3-0. We'll have more in a moment. For deals, buyatoyota.com. By Sullivan Tire and Complete Auto Service. And by Geico, 15 minutes could save you 15% on car insurance. Mookie Betts launching again, number 16, and the Sox on top 3-0.
Yeah, Mookie with a couple of men on base, got a hanging slider. And boy, did he take that hard out to left field.
You know, when you or I say he's the best player in Major League Baseball right now, I realize that Mike Trout has won MVPs. He's won 2 of them. Over a longer period of time, he's the best player.
Well, you got to give Mookie more time.
Got to give Mookie a little more time. And over this window of this season, nobody's playing better than Mookie Betts.
That's the great thing about our job, is when you get these special occasions where you get to watch these special athletes and players perform at their highest level. I mean, it's special to watch every day. It really is.
Remarkable. Let's get out of Garrett.
Jerry, a little bit more on Drew Pomeranz. He actually came into the Trop on his day off and was looking at video and making adjustments, and actually hitting coach Tim Hires came in to work with him, and he said at the end of the session that they liked what they saw. Now, Pomeranz said that when they told him they were going to push his start back, he asked to throw a sim game because he really wanted the opportunity to work on things, and he said it's always more competitive when you have a guy in the box. And Obi, as you mentioned, he said he's dealt with this before in his career. What he needs to do is find what's not working and make the adjustment.
It's good to know that, and Garen, I know he's told you this, that he feels good. I mean, health-wise, the forearm feels okay. The split nail is healing up very nicely. So he doesn't consider it a problem with those things. And the Red Sox want to give him a little extra time, and so Porcello is moved up to Thursday. So the Red Sox get to throw Sale, Price, and Porcello, and then Drew Pomeranz. Hanley Ramirez will step in now against Austin Pruitt. He takes over for Faria. He left because of some physical matter. Pruitt on Thursday in Los Angeles was the only reliever used by the team in a 7-1 victory. So the count 2-2 on Hanley with JD Martinez on deck. He has a base hit tonight. And Mookie Betts has once again touched them all. Sox are 7-3 head-to-head against Tampa Bay. 6 of those have been by 1 run. And he walks up. So Hanley is on. The ACC baseball tournament is underway live on NESN Plus. Action all day tomorrow through Friday beginning at 11 in the morning. The ACC baseball tournament on NESN Plus. Check your local listings for your NESN Plus channel number. Martinez 1 for 1. Two home runs, 3 RBIs Sunday against Baltimore. Look at that, 5 first pitch home runs this season. And leading the majors in home runs since last year's All-Star break with 46. Ball 2. We're talking about the fact that Mookie Betts and JD Martinez were tied for the major league lead in home runs before 10 minutes ago. It'll be ball 3. First pair of Red Sox teammates to both have 15 home runs in the first 50 games of his season. Alex Cora said the 2 guys I thought were at that pace, Manny and David, they never did it. He said it is fun to watch. 4 straight, nothing to hit. He takes ball 4, back-to-back walks.
Catch a condensed 2-hour version of this Red Sox game at midnight on Sox and 2. Sox and 2 is brought to you by Cumberland Farms, where you can get iced coffee for 99 cents any size, any day.
Mound visit here from Kyle Snyder, the pitching coach, with 2 on. Pruitt looking like maybe he wasn't ready to start pitching, but what can you do?
I agree with you. You know, to me, it didn't like he threw a lot of pitches. He had as many as he wanted coming into the game because of injury.
Well, Xander Bogaerts trying to make him pay. Xander hit into a double play in the 2nd inning. Sox up 3-0. And a walk play to roll in that. Sandy Leon taking ball 4. Jackie Bradley with a base hit, and then wham, Mookie Betts strikes again. Now Xander hit a 3-run home run in consecutive games on the last homestand. That accounted for his 6 RBIs. He has 24 for the year. Crowd cheering. The slow curveball in for a strike. When the Red Sox leave here after Thursday's game, they will have played 50 games. Getting close to 1/3 of the season. That's a strike.
Slider, weird spot, inside to a right-hander. I don't think that's exactly where he wanted it, but that's where it ended up, and it ended up being a strike. Yeah, this ball's supposed to be away, but it stays on the inside part of the plate, and it is a strike.
Oh, 2. Stopped by Ramos.
Good block by Ramos there, keeping another man out of scoring position as he blocks that curveball, and looks like he took it off the thumb. There's the breaking ball bouncing right on the plate.
And trainer coming out to attend to him. It's been a tough inning for Tampa Bay. Pitchers, catchers. Sandy knows the pain.
Tough to tell. He was pointing at his wrist or his thumb area where he might have gotten it first before bouncing up on his chest protector. Yeah, I think it was right around that wrist to thumb. That's exactly the area they're working on right now. He's in a lot of pain.
And wants the glove off.
That's an area right there where you can break a bone very easily.
Already a very challenging night health-wise for the starting battery of the Tampa Bay Rays. Faria has already left, the pitcher. You'll see here he turns the glove the other way. At the last moment there. Yep.
It looks like Cash has got to get somebody loose. I think they got to make a move here with Ramos unless he can change their mind, but it doesn't look that way, does it?
Does not. He is in considerable pain. Jesus Sucre, another catcher. I would assume it'll be him, and Ramos has to come out. So the starter has been removed. The starting catcher has been removed. And Mookie Betts has hurt them with a 3-run shot to left.
And they've already got a bunch of injuries on their team.
Sucre's made 13 starts this season, but he's really skidding right now. He's won for his last 20, so the Red Sox really catch a break there. Well, in a lot of ways, Ramos is a really fine catcher, but he's an outstanding offensive catcher.
I think they give him this visit right here to go over the signs because of the injury.
So Sucre now in the ball game behind the plate with runners at first and second.
See him turn the glove over like he's going to block it, then he turns it back in toward him, and he gets him right off between the wrist and the thumb. Sucre is supposed to be allowed 5 warm-up tosses.
Well, think you know Boston sports. You can prove it. Subscribe to NESN.com's daily email newsletter, The Lead. Stay ahead of the latest news and participate in weekly baseball trivia and much more, and win a chance at the ultimate ballpark experience. You can visit NESN.com/fan experience to learn more. 1-2 on Bogarts. Devers would be next. 2 down, 2 on. Sox ahead 3-0. Tell you, has been sitting for a long time is Chris Sale. Forever. Doesn't matter. The run support has been very nice in the inning. Popped up in foul ground. Crone coming over toward the stands, but can't get to it. Ran right into the barrier over there.
And lucky we didn't have another injury right here from the Rays. He's taking a peek to see how much room he's got. Peek again, and then crash. Ball almost hit him in the head.
That could have been really ugly.
Oh my goodness.
Rough inning for the Rays.
Say the least.
Ramirez at second, Martinez at first. One, two. That is going to hit him. Got him on the arm, and Xander Bogaerts will take his base, and that'll load up the bases. So a hit batsman fills him up for Devers.
Looks like he tries to snap off a curveball right here, and apparently getting Xander right off the elbow.
Well, just grazed him, but no argument from the Rays, so they're all filled up. Now it's back-to-back walks and a hit batsman. We'll see if Devers goes after the first pitch.
Wouldn't surprise me.
He does, and he fouls it back.
There's two schools of thought on that, you know, and this is the way major leaguers think. Guy walks two guys, hits a batter. Say, well, automatically you should take a strike. But then on the other school of thought is, well, he's gonna obviously throw me a strike in this situation with the bases loaded. So I'm gonna be hacking. And you know Devers, he loves that first pitch. So I don't have a problem with it.
He did get a strike to hit. Right on the corner. And that'll be in there for a strike at 87. Well, they're all loaded up. Ramirez, Martinez, Bogaerts. And 0-2. Little pop up into center field. Coming on Smith. And the side retired. Mookie Betts crushing. A 3-run shot, his 16th to take over the major league lead all to himself, and the Sox are in front here in the third. Red Sox 3, Tampa Bay nothing as we proceed to the bottom half of the third inning. Jerry Remy back in the booth tonight. Dave O'Brien alongside the Rem Dog and also Garrett Austin.
Where you been?
Where have I been?
Yeah, where you been?
Good to see you again.
Yeah.
Nice to have you back.
Nice to be here again.
Where you belong. Robertson's 0 for 1. He's popped up. What have you been up to? I know you've been following the Celtics, and it was a tough night to be watching.
I follow the Red Sox. I follow the Celtics. A little bit of everything and a lot of nothing, really. Actually, I was quite bored, to be honest with you.
You were actually in the booth with us on Sunday.
Yeah, that game seemed like it was 6 hours long to me.
Foul back.
I'm not kidding you. You know, when you're working, it doesn't seem that bad.
I know it, yeah.
But when you're sitting there just watching it and you're going, my goodness, let's go.
Yeah. Guys wanted you down in the truck. Maybe you could have directed a couple innings.
I can't walk that far. That's the problem. They have to send transportation.
Check swing. Did that hit him? Yep, indeed. That's a hit batsman. So Robertson is on. Time of the Geico Red Sox moment honoring the 13 championship season. Game number 48 that year. The Red Sox lost to Cleveland 12-3. Michael Bourne and Mark Reynolds each had 3 hits combined to drive in 5 runs for the Tribe. Hit by pitch. Robertson on. That sends up C.J. Cron, who whiffed in the first inning. We talked about Sale and his long sit. It was 28 minutes.
Yeah, long time. And you know, the home run, obviously a lot of base runners, but also a couple of injuries, and it's like starting all over again for him.
Now Cron certainly a double play candidate. There's a deep shot out to right center field. Bradley giving chase to the wall. He's got it right there on the warning track. The base runner rounded. Here's the throw. Back to Hanley. He's got to go to the base, and that's going to be a double play of the rarest kind. Robertson thought for sure that Jackie Bradley was not going to catch that ball. He actually ran it down relatively easily.
Yeah, I don't know what Robertson was thinking about that particular ball right there, because I mean, when that ball's hit, it looks like it might be out of the ballpark, but he thinks Bradley can't catch up to it, and Bradley makes it look very easy, and Robertson looks foolish. He's got to come all the way back around, re-tag second base, and he knows he's got no chance. Down by 3 runs.
Yeah.
Unacceptable.
Big time base running error. Time to carrying the freight moment brought to you by Old Dominion. As that one is launched up and over everybody past Duffy.
He's just getting loose now. Sale's just getting loose.
Old Dominion, the official freight carrier of Major League Baseball and the Red Sox. Duffy walked in the first inning. He's been hitting 97, 98, and then drops in the slider. Does have 3 Ks in the book. Duffy, a right-hand batter, also throws right-handed, but he's a natural lefty. He's a guy they need to keep healthy and in the lineup. Right back to Chris Sale. He's got it with his back to the plate. Side retired. Big time double play, and a base running mistake helps him. Quality Franks for all you Red Sox fans. Pick up KM Fenway Franks at your grocer today. KM, together we grill. Mookie Betts torching a 3-run homer as the Red Sox in front. As we move on the top half of the 4th inning here at Tropicana Field. Nunez, Leon, and Bradley will hit against Pruitt, who came on to relieve the injured Jake Faria. So this wasn't a case where they replaced Faria to go to the bullpen early and piece it together as part of their analytics department. This was an injury by Faria. They've also lost their catcher, Ramos, who got hit by a pitch that skipped up there. Nunez has popped up foul to first. He's 0 for 1. Fly ball off to the left center. Ref Snyder over. 1 gone.
Tomorrow at 6, don't miss Red Sox first pitch presented by Joseph Abboud, available at Men's Warehouse. We'll have part 2 of Gordon Need's interview with J.D. Martinez.
Sandy with a walk, and he came around to score on the Betts blast. Been getting on lately. Has a little 3-game hitting streak. Doubled, walked, and scored twice on Saturday. Wouldn't be surprised if he started to get more playing time. He does lead the majors in catcher's ERA since the start of last year, 3.32. And a 1-1 in there for a strike. Drops in a changeup. He had a notion, but he stayed away on that one.
Now they wanted to go upstairs with the fastball that time, see if Leon would chase it.
Two to Sandy, and punches him out in there for strike 3. 2 gone.
That's a good pitch right there by Pruitt, picking up the outside corner with the fastball.
Hey, when hip and knee pain force you to sit out, make sure you visit the joint replacement experts at Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center. Visit bidmc.org. Jackie Bradley with a hard ground ball to first base that Crone couldn't handle. Went for a base hit, and he scored a run last time up. So we'll see if Jackie is out of it. And a long skid to begin the season. That one up the middle for a base hit. So he's 2 for 2. Takes a wide turn, but back to first.
Now that's a good sign for Jackie Bradley, and I'm going to tell you why. If you look where this pitch is located, it's a fastball, and look at the area. That's the blind spot he's been having. Those pitches right there. He's been swinging and making no contact on them. But that time he does make the contact. Good balance that time, not out in front. I mean, how many pitches did they throw like that by him in that last series? And that time he was all over it with a line drive.
Jumped on it. Well, here's Mookie Betts, a home run and a fly out. Number 1 hitter in the big leagues coming into play tonight, now hitting .367. Also leading the majors in runs and in extra base hits, along with home runs, of course, all by himself again. Benintendi on deck. Bounced up there. Nice stop by Sucre.
Bradley at first base has 4 steals, has not been thrown out on the season.
His success rate in his career is very good, 87%.
Outstanding.
Long hold by the right-hander. And timeout.
Now back in the third, Mookie Betts, 3-run shot, number 16 on the season.
10 of them off right-hand pitching. Red Sox have been ridiculous against right-handed starters. They are 3-21 against Boston. ERA of 6.89. Got a right-handed starter. He is out of the ball game. Pruitt taking over. And a 1-1 will miss. Bradley with the lead with 2 down. Not running, and that one into center field. Smith there to put that away. 1 hit, 1 left. Fenway on Sunday, May 27, a 3-inning game including Pedro, Wade Boggs, many others. Only open to fans attending the 1 o'clock game that day against the Rays. So visit redsox.com/tickets for more information. Jerry Remy and I will be on hand to call that game.
Yes, finessing.
Sucre getting his first at bat after relieving Ramos, who was injured. Ramos was 1 for 1. That's as many hits as this guy has in his last 20 at bats. He's 1 for his last 20.
That alumni game's kind of a nice idea, you know, to bring back, because they changed it from an old timers game to an alumni game, and you realize how much the guys that have played really enjoy seeing each other again, and you know, guys from different generations and all that. It's kind of cool. I'm kind of looking forward to it, even though I'm not participating in it. I wouldn't dare do that.
You really wouldn't now? There's no, you wouldn't even think about getting it in, drop down a bunt, or
are you kidding?
Pay to see it.
No chance. I'd rather be right in this position here.
Swung on and missed, and Sucre down on strikes. I understand that Faria had to leave the ball game because of a left oblique. So a strain and a left hand contusion for Ramos. The reason he had to leave, he's day to day.
It's kind of cruel to say, but that oblique might have happened when he was spinning around to watch Betts' home run go out of the ballpark.
That was a quick spin. He was out of here in a heartbeat. Willie Adames 0 for 1 in his major league debut. He struck out. High towering fly to left field. Racing back. Martinez turning around, and it is gone. A home run in his major league debut in just his second at bat. You said you like to swing.
Well, you know, I think that might have been a changeup that time, and I thought he might drop one on him last time. He didn't. He struck him out with a high fastball inside. But I think this time he goes to a changeup. And Adames, in his second major league at bat, gets the home run.
Baseball is there.
Got to get that ball for him.
Yeah. Well, it's mindful of the Nationals rookie Juan Soto, who at 19 years old, the phenom, the teenager, he homered. In his second career at bat. Now Willie Adames does the same thing. He's a little older. He's 22. Johnny Field, a base hit, his first time up. So Tampa Bay on the board against Chris Sale. Oh, I think the negotiation is about to get underway here, Jerry.
Yeah, this it shouldn't be hard finding the guy, that's for sure. I mean, not real packed in here tonight. And then when they get they start talking into the Secret Service like that, it's serious business. Where is he? Where is he? He's right in front of you.
Is it this guy? Is it this guy? We're not sure. Is it this guy? Line shot, softly hit, but Ramirez there for the catch. 2 down. Time for our high strength steel play, brought to you by New England Chevy dealers and the Chevy Silverado.
No question about that. It was the changeup, it looked like, from Sale that time, that he left up in the zone a little bit. And Adames puts a charge into it.
385 feet. It looks like he's been here before.
Yeah, he's had some nice swings in this game. Have they nailed the guy down yet?
Oh, now they're supervised. Several of them, actually.
There's charts out.
Oh, pads.
This has become CIA stuff. This is unbelievable.
Now, it looks like the gentleman to the left is the actual negotiator for the young man who caught the ball.
Yeah. I'll take season tickets for the ball.
Might as well start high. Cut on and missed. Arroyo disposed of as he fans. 2 more strikeouts in the inning for Sale. What a moment for that young man. to extend their commitment to helping people lead tobacco-free lives and move us one step closer toward a tobacco-free generation. Learn more at cbshealth.com/be the first. Benintendi lifting a high fly, pretty well hit. Rev Snyder's back and onto the warning track. He's got it. Now this young fan winds up with the ball. There was an extended negotiation. I'll tell you why. He didn't catch it. It landed on the ground. It landed there between the aisles. He had to battle for it a little bit.
Well, yeah, a lot. And the other guy would not please.
Right.
That he took it from.
There was another fan who contended he had the ball, but in the end, everyone was happy. And,
yeah.
And now they'll take the baseball after the deal has been struck. And Adames will have that forever. I would hope.
Let's hope that's the baseball. There's a lot of traffic out there.
You've got this. You're taking this CIA thing all the way.
Well, did you notice the bag that the guy on the left had? I mean, there could be 4 baseballs in there for batting practice.
Oh, cloak and dagger. Hanley has popped up and taken a walk in this one. Sox in front 3-1. Martinez on deck. And the 0-2. And he went 5 for 26 on the homestand before taking a day on Sunday. 2 hopper to Robertson. And he is 0 for 2 tonight.
Don't miss WB Mason Extra Innings live right after the game. TC, Lenny, and Steve will break down the game, and you'll hear from Chris Sale and Alex Cora. Whatever, whenever, wherever, who but WB Mason.
JD Martinez tonight with a base hit and a walk. So hitting .347. Bogart's next. Checked his swing and he made contact. Strike 1. JD hitting 3 home runs in the Baltimore series. He has hit 6 of them in his last 8 games. One strike pitch. 0-2. Now we talked about Tampa Bay using a relief pitcher, Sergio Romo, to start back-to-back games over the weekend. The analytics team here at Tampa Bay explaining the philosophy that the starting reliever faces the top hitters in what is often a pivotal first inning. Then the next pitcher goes a bit deeper without the top of the order, without having to face the top of the order. You won't have to face the dangerous part of the order for the 3rd time through because they'll go to somebody else by that point. High fly right field, driving back field a little bit. He's under. That's a fast inning. Time now to turn it over to Adam for the mid-5th studio show. road. You can import the NESN Red Sox schedule on any device for alerts 15 minutes before each game. Matchup info, streaks, a lot more. Visit NESN.com/schedule today. It's presented by Franklin Sports, the official batting glove of the Red Sox in Major League Baseball. So 3-1 lead for Chris Sale. So far he has allowed 3 hits, one of those a home run to a young man making his Major League debut tonight, Willie Adames. Here's Refsnyder to lead off, 0 for 1. Former Yankee has flied to right. Malik Smith on deck, and then Daniel Robertson. He starts him off with a slider for strike. Five strikeouts for Sale tonight. That one hit pretty well to left. Racing back Martinez. He can't get it. Onto the track, up against the wall. Heading into second, Refsnyder. He'll slide with the double. Benintendi there in left field and giving chase, but could not reach it.
Benintendi looked surprised that this ball was going over his head as he took off for it. Refsnyder making good solid contact, a hard line drive that's going to carry and carry. You see Benintendi going back and then looks up and realizes the ball's hit a little bit harder than I anticipated. And Refsnyder into second base with the double.
So it'll send up Malik Smith, who shattered his bat when he lined one to Sale last time up. Indicating a bunt and a strike.
And that's something that the Rays have been doing a lot more of this year, is sacrifice bunting. And even in the 3-1 game, he attempts a sacrifice right there to get the runner to third base. Make this a close game. This is something you never saw from this team last year.
No, last year a bunch of free swingers, a lot of strikeouts, plenty of home runs. Back in April, center fielder Kevin Kiermaier tore a ligament in his thumb and to have hand surgery and go on to DL. He's expected to miss 2 to 3 months. So Smith getting playing time in center. To back away from one high and tight as he attempted to bunt and did not offer. They did appeal to Cuzzy at third base. He said he didn't try.
Yeah, he tried a couple of breaking balls away, and then the fastball up and in caught him by surprise. I got to tell you, when he brings his back foot to bunt, it's almost like it's out of the batter's box. And if that's the case and he makes contact, he's out.
Two-one, pops it up and caught by Devers. Smith angry with himself, but that was an ugly effort.
Well, to his credit, and you know, trying to defend him a little bit, I can tell you this: it is not easy to bunt on Chris Sale. Lefty against lefty, tries to deaden the ball, pops it up, gets underneath it. I mean, that would not be a comfortable sacrifice for me.
I would think
if
not.
I was facing Sale.
And that'll send up Robertson, who's been hit by a pitch, and he's popped up to first. It gets underneath Leon, goes all the way to the backstop, finally locates it as the runner advances. So Refsnyder into third.
Getting back to that point I was making about the foot being out of the batter's box, he did it again. You know, that last time when he popped it up, and that really should be out.
Be a pass ball to advance the runner. Well, the Red Sox started out pretty hot. The 3-run shot by Mookie Betts. But now an opportunity for Tampa Bay to draw to within 1 and played so many close games with this club already. Two and 0 to count. in there for a strike. 65 pitches for the left-hander. Trying to hold this runner at third. Well hit. Benintendi back onto the track, and he's got it. Runner will tag up. And here comes Refsnyder in the score, and it's a one-run game. So Robertson does his job with the sacrifice fly.
Well, they got the bunt accomplished, didn't they, with the pass ball, a wild pitch, and they got the man to third base. Robertson gets the ball in the air certainly well, deep enough to get the run home, and all of a sudden you get a one-run game. And that's what Kevin Cash was thinking about at the bottom of the lineup. It's unlikely you're going to put together a big inning against Sale, so let's try to get a run out of it.
C.J. Cron has whiffed. He's also hit into a double play. Although a disjointed double play and a fly to deep center field. 275, 11 home runs. 3-2. Tried to hold up, and he did. Cron's father, Chris, played briefly in the majors with the Angels. His brother is a first baseman in the Arizona minor league system. Comes up empty on that swing. If Sale can get him, it'll be his 6th K in the book tonight. And he does. Got it fishing to strike him out, but another run makes it 3-2. And again, 6 times already the Red Sox have won one-run games against Tampa Bay. They're in another one. And Xander Bogaerts, who has hit into a double play and been hit by a pitch, leads off the inning. Devers, Nunez to follow. And popped him up into right field, coming on near the line. One away for Devers. Joins Stepping Stones for Stella in their 3rd annual Freedom 5K Run Walk on Sunday, June 10. Stepping Stones for Stella, nonprofit organization committed to providing buggies to children with disabilities. For more information, visit steppingstonesforstella.org. One down. Devers has popped up and also flied out. .235 with 8 home runs for the third baseman.
You know, Devers is one of those guys, you know, on the first pitch, you highlighted it earlier in the game, that how much he swings at it. He's almost got to tell himself, you know, that I'm not going to swing at this first pitch. I'm going to take all the way.
Fouls that one back. Change up at 86.
Yeah, he was committed there, wasn't he? I mean, you could tell with the count, 2 balls, no strikes. He was committed to swinging. Same situation down 3-1. Let's see what kind of patience he shows here if he gets his pitch.
And Pruitt's 3-1.
He got it.
Yeah, he did. 92 miles an hour.
And Sucre got it also. He's got his hand behind his back.
Well, they're already down 1 catcher tonight.
Sucre wanted that pitch away, and the foul tip brings it right. Almost, it looked like the same spot. No, it's off the mask. I'm sorry. I thought it was off the wrist.
Payoff pitch. Fly ball down the right field line. Can he tuck it into that corner? Yes. Rafael Devers with number 9. And the Red Sox add on their second home run tonight. That'll make it 4-2.
And that's the place you don't want to pitch Rafael Devers. Down, belt below, and inside, because that's the one he can mash. Watch the location of this pitch. Oh. 87 miles an hour. Was that a changeup that he featured?
He had to generate his own power, and he did. Had to feel very sweet for Rafael to tag that one down into the corner. Sends up Nunez, who's gone 0 for 2, and he trickles that one foul. So a couple of more home runs for the Red Sox. And Nunez will hit that one sharply to short. Adames in plenty of time to get him. 2 down.
Tomorrow at 6:30, don't miss Red Sox Game Day Live, presented by DCU. TC, Lenny, and Steve will preview tomorrow's pitching matchup between Chris Archer and David Price. DCU Digital Federal Credit Union. What can DCU save you?
Sox have now homered in each of the last 13 games in 20 out of 21. Sandy Leon with a walk and a run. He's also been called out on strikes. So 4-2 lead here against Tampa Bay. Rays just 1 game under 500. Popped up. Foul off third, twisting back, and that's out of play.
Oh, not by that much, was it?
Not very much at all.
I'm surprised the third baseman Arroyo gave up on that ball.
I think he lost it. Had he kept going,
he might have had a chance at it.
I think he did.
Make it hurt, Sandy.
1-1. Jackie Bradley waiting on deck. (4-2) Boston. And he struck him out, caught him looking, but Devers connects, and the Red Sox add another run. America runs on Duncan. Rafael Devers, sweet swing, connects for his 9th home run of the season. Sox up 4-2. Sale to take on 3, 4, and 5 in the batting order. Matt Duffy is walked. He's also grounded back to the pitcher. Last foul. So we have seen Mookie Betts crack a 3-run homer tonight. Rafael Devers with a solo shot. Willie Adames has made his major league debut tonight, a memorable one with a home run in his 2nd big league at bat. Chris Sale has struck out 6, and he has walked 1 man. Hooked on the ground, friendly hop for Devers. 1 gone. Let's get out of Guerin.
Jerry, Beachwear Travel Day was a hit. Everyone got to be comfortable on the flight, and they got to show their personality. Now, Brock Holt and Mitch Moreland were wearing matching cutoff shorts, and Brock was wearing a shirt that a woman from the Girls of Summer gave to him, and it had a Sandlot theme. So it had the Beast and Wendy Peppercorn on the shirt, and he said it just looked like something you should wear to the beach. But Brock said hands down the winner was Heath Hembry and his Romp Him. He said, I've never seen anything quite like that, guys.
Yes, and do we want to see it again, Karen?
It's a winner, guys. It's a winner.
Okay.
Heater for the win. It was good. It was really good.
You are, you know, our fashion police person. It's certainly not Jerry or I, or Jeff Mitchell, or Mike Narachi, or anybody else on our crew. Dan Aspen, swing and a miss. Sucre going after one. So if you say it looks good, okay. Heath really wore that with confidence.
Yeah, well, you have to have confidence to wear that, you know.
And with the hat, you know, you pop the lid on there too. You're saying, hey, I look good in this. Sucre up the middle with a ground ball, and Xander Bogaerts behind the bag. 2 up and 2 down. Time for a game break, brought to you by Jordan's, the furniture store of the Boston Red Sox. Here's TC. Tom, thank you very much. Adames now for the 3rd time, homered the last time. And that produced an extended negotiation in the stands for the baseball. He is the 5th Ray to homer in his first major league game. The first one in about 7 or 8 years. Down he goes, 98 miles an hour as Sale puts him away. You to see, hear, feel, and experience amazing. Forced into the game because of an injury to the starter. He's gone 3 1/3 innings. And fires ball 1 to Jackie Bradley. Good night for Jackie so far. 2 for 2 with a run. He has a pair of singles. Betts next, and then Benintendi. Jackie, you may recall, was hit by an Aroldis Chapman fastball at 103.3 miles an hour back on May 8th at Yankee Stadium. That was the fastest pitch thrown in the big leagues until this last weekend, when the Cardinal right-hander Jordan Hicks hit 105 miles an hour twice.
Not fair.
It was against the Phillies. Hit 104 with 2 other pitches. Good count, 3-1. Hits that ball sharply, knocked down by Robertson. Time to collect and get him. 1 out here in the 7th. And Mookie Betts coming up. Mookie's gone 1 for 3. 3-run homer in the 3rd inning, his 16th. Hit the ball pretty hard his last time up, and he lined to center. He will take a strike.
Austin Pruitt's done a pretty good job in this game, keeping the Red Sox within striking distance.
On the infield, going to be a tough play. Arroyo can't get rid of it, and it's going to be an infield hit. Mookie Betts' 2nd hit tonight.
That's how you maintain high batting averages. You know, you have a guy that has the ability to hit the ball out of the ballpark, a 3-run home run, and then get himself an infield hit in the same game. That's exactly what happens here. Just a little tap. There's no chance. No chance to get him at all.
So Mookie, with his standout speed aboard in front of Benintendi now, has struck out twice and flied out to left. After an 11 for 27 homestand in which he hit 3 home runs and drove in 9, he was on it. That one is over the helmet. That caught his attention.
It certainly did. That ball was very, very close. There's Benintendi right here going into a stride, then has to duck away, turn around, put you back to the baseball and hope it doesn't hit you in the back of the head.
Betts with the lead and diving back in. Eleven thefts for Mookie. Benintendi last 6 games, 11 for 23, 3 homers, 8 runs batted in.
See how far Mookie gets off that first base bag. That's a great look at it.
Not running. A strike. Game 2 tomorrow night, 7:10. David Price against Chris Archer. And then on Thursday, Rick Porcello against Blake Snell, a lefty. And the Red Sox come back home. So they'll be back to Fenway against Atlanta and Toronto. Betts holding again, and that's wide. And then after that, the Red Sox go to Houston for 4 and then back home for another week. So a great opportunity to make some serious hay with lots of home games finally 2-1 rattle foul. So even up on Benintendi. Good little on base streak on the line. He's reached in 13 consecutive games. Betts establishing that lead and again darted over there as he dives in.
Friday is Andrew Benintendi headband night at Fenway Park. The first 10,000 fans in attendance receive a Benintendi headband presented by Hood. For tickets and more information, visit redsox.com/promos.
One out, one on. To the second baseman, Robertson. The second got him out there. On the first, they turned a double play. Nifty turn there by Tampa Bay to retire the side. Red Sox Baseball in Essen is brought to you by the all-new Subaru Ascent, featuring all-wheel drive and 3 rows of seats. Love is now bigger than ever this spring. By KM, Together We Grill. And by Southwest Airlines, low fares, no hidden fees. That's transparency. Back in St. Petersburg, Florida. Sox on top 4-2. Sale out there for his 7th. And a comebacker. He's had a few of those tonight. One fast out on one pitch to get Johnny Field.
Yeah, very good fielding pitcher is Chris Sale, and he's had really a couple of easy ones tonight. The toughest one was that broken bat line drive, a soft line drive back at him. This one nice, nice big hop. They love that. Right to his glove side.
Like Greg Maddux made a living on those. Arroyo has struck out twice. Local kid, raised in Tampa. Sale has struck out 7. The only man he walked was in the first inning, Matt Duffy. He has allowed a home run. 0-2. Win tonight, and the Red Sox would be 8-3 head-to-head against the Rays. Sale has always enjoyed pitching in this ballpark. It's been one of his favorites, actually. And among pitchers with 50 innings in their career at Tropicana, he has the lowest batting average against at 145. And the best whip. In there, strike 3, frozen. And down goes Arroyo for the 3rd time.
Yeah, first time he got him on a fastball, the next 2 times on sliders. Last time in the 4th on a slider, and now in the 7th on a slider, down and in.
Amica Insurance, great service, great coverage, a great price for auto, home, and life insurance.
That's pretty nasty right there. A 2nd and 6 pitch right in that spot.
He's fanned 8. Ref Snyder's flied out, and he's also doubled. Sale had a 1-2-3 last inning. Faced only 3 men in the 3rd.
Talked about fastball velocity increasing for Sale over his last number of starts. He's averaging tonight just over 96 on his fastball all night long. We've seen a couple of 98s.
Yep. And that's been that trend you're talking about the last 2-3 starts. Really getting it up there. He goes to 3-0 on Ref Snyder. Malik Smith on deck. Sale pitched here on opening day. No decision for him, but he struck out 9 in 6 innings. And that will miss for ball 4, so he has walked his 2nd man. And Smith will bat in the inning. He's the man who had that shattered bat line drive back to Sale in the 2nd inning. And he tried to bunt on him to move a man over in the 5th inning, and he popped up the bunt. And it was caught by Devers. Sox up here in the 7th inning, 4-2. One man on. Back to the heater, 99 on the gun with that one.
Plenty left in the tank right now. Up over 90 pitches, 96 to be exact.
Just got a piece of it. 2 strikes on Smith. Is he about to make Malik Smith strikeout number 9?
I think he will if he throws him the slider away. Well, he's got a couple of options, there's no doubt about that, but I think the slider away puts him away.
Number 52,
This pitch right here.
0-2. Exactly right. He struck him out swinging for number 9. To the 8th inning here inside the Trop. Ramirez, Martinez, Bogarts for the Sox, who lead at 4-2. 6 hits for Boston, including a home run by Mookie Betts and another by Rafael Devers. On the infield, backing up Robertson for the good hop, and he'll set down Hanley, who was 0 for 3 tonight, 1 away in the 8th. JD Martinez will be next. JD the DH tonight, coming off 5 home runs on the last homestand, and he won the American League Player of the Week. And he hit .346 over 7 games. No activity in the Red Sox bullpen. So right now, certainly looking like Chris Sale's going to come on back out. 2 Hopper to third. Arroyo gloves it. 2 gone. Sale's pitching line brought to you by Ace Ticket. 9 strikeouts. Over 7, just 4 hits and 1 earned run.
98 pitches and 65 of those for strikes tonight by Chris Sale, and looks like he's going back out for the bottom of the 8th.
Xander Bogaerts 0 for 2. He's been hit by a pitch. It's a great number so far this season against Tampa Bay. Came in hitting .457 against them with 2 home runs and 11 RBIs this season out of his 24. Venters throwing in the bullpen on a right field line for the Rays. Devers, who blasted a home run in the 6th inning, the on deck hitter. 1-2 to Xander.
Real close right there. Tempting pitch to swing at, but Bogarts elects not to, and he gets right. Just off the outside part of the plate.
Lunging, and he popped it up on the infield. Robertson coming on in, second baseman on the turf. He's got it. Red Sox go quickly in the 8th.
Sync Sox games with your desktop or mobile calendar. The official downloadable schedule from the home of the Boston Red Sox is now available at NESN.com/schedule. Get up-to-the-minute game previews, Sox stories, and the latest ticket information. The calendar is compatible with all of your devices, so you can get reminders next to your meetings and never miss a game. The 2018 Red Sox downloadable schedule. Go to NESN.com/schedule to add the full season today. Presented by Franklin Sports.
Get your summer vacation on. With Southwest low fares to 100 destinations, it's the perfect time to take that last-minute getaway you've been thinking about. So tell your boss you're taking some time off. Ask your neighbors to water your plants. Program your TV so you don't miss your favorite shows. Because summer will be gone before you know it. Book your low fare now at Southwest.com. Low fares, no hidden fees. That's transparency.
Sometimes a day at the ballpark is more than just a day at the ballpark.
All military members stand and be recognized.
Sometimes fans cheer for those who wear a different uniform. No matter where or when you served, T-Mobile stands ready to serve you. That's why we're providing half-off family lines to all military.
It took guts to start my business, but as it grew bigger and bigger, it took a whole lot more. And that's why I switched to the Spark Cash Card from Capital One. With it, I earn unlimited 2% cash back on everything I buy. Everything. And that 2% cash back adds up to thousands of dollars each year. So I can keep growing my business in big leaps. What's in your wallet?
Lexus has developed the Strikeout Hunger program in partnership with Nesson and Greater Boston Food Bank. You can visit your Boston area Lexus dealer now through the end of June and donate non-perishable food items. For more information, visit Nesson.com/Lexus. Sale back out there for the 8th inning now. He has 9 strikeouts. He gets the top of the order. And dealing a strike at Robertson. Now, since coming to the Red Sox, he has made 42 starts, and in 21 of them, he has struck out 10 or more. Only Max Scherzer has more of those games over that time. He's done it 22 times. Robertson has an RBI tonight with a sacrifice fly. And it drove in a run in the 5th inning. He's also been hit by a pitch, and he's popped up. And a 1-2. Crone on deck, and then Duffy. Tough part of the order. Joe Kelly getting loose. And a ground ball that'll be scooped up on a hop by Bogarts, and he gets it.
And not only has Sale been outstanding on the mound tonight, but he's also done a good job fielding his position. A soft line drive off a broken bat. Distraction right there, but he's able to make the catch. Nice big one hopper going to his glove side. They love those. And then another one. Almost the exact same thing. He just didn't have to reach quite as far for that one.
Awaken 180, the official weight loss program of the Boston Red Sox. Here's Crone. He is 0 for 3.
Tough one there was the first one, the line drive with the broken bat.
Concentration.
Yeah.
10642.
Kelly down at left field line, getting ready.
I'm an MVP member.
Sox with a 4-2 lead here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Bases empty. That runs up and in. The crowd tonight here at the Trop, 10,642.
And I'll bet 7,000 of those are Red Sox fans.
Rays are coming off a 7-4 road trip. That has to be very, very disappointing.
Well, you come off a 7-4 road trip. You know, you're playing better baseball than anybody expected. You got the Red Sox coming to town and Chris Sale on the mound, and you get 10,000.
Exactly. 108th pitch now for the lefty. Ryan Stanek, the right-hander, now loosening their bullpen. Trying to pick up his 10th K. Man, the 3-2 again. Boy, he's still throwing 98.
Yeah, this is as consistent as we've seen his velocity, I think, all season long. I mean, consistently hard.
He struck out this man twice, and he's gotten him to hit into a double play. Trying to put him away. Line shot foul.
This might be the last batter he faces. You know, you got, it's getting up there now on pitches, and they may bring Kelly on to face one guy. We'll see.
Duffy on deck. Duffy, a right-handed hitter. (110th pitch). And he popped him up. Devers there. And he's got it. 2 down. Here comes Alex Cora. Kelly is ready. Well, an ace-like performance once again from the left-hander Chris Sale. 9 strikeouts. And he is done for the evening. And the heavy contingent of Sox fans will give him some rousing applause.
Shots out like that, you know it's going to be good because it's so difficult to hit. And then you mix in the slider. Very few changeups from him tonight. Basically fastballs and sliders, and maintain that velocity through the 8th inning, into the 8th inning is pretty remarkable. Really good tonight, you know, in a lot of phases of pitching.
So he winds up allowing 4 hits, 2 runs. He struck out 9. Over 7 2/3. A couple of walks. And he did hit a batter.
7 2/3, 4 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned, 2 walks.
Take a look at the strikeouts tonight from Chris Sale, and they come in many forms. Fastball up and away for a strikeout. Then he'll go to the fastball up again and in. There's that rising fastball. Now the breaking ball. No chance of Alex Smith. Breaking ball again to Alex Smith. No chance.
Well, his teammates talk about it all the time. When he's on the mound every 5 days, a real feeling of calm and confidence comes over the entire ball club. It's a very confident team anyway. But
without question, you know, that's a great point, because when you have an ace like that, you know that every time he goes to the mound, you've got a great chance to win that ball game. That he's going to give you an A+ performance. And you're so confident when you take the field behind a guy like Chris Sale, because you just know, you know, I mean, everybody has a bad night, but you know, he's not going to give up a ton of runs. He might give up a couple, but you got to score more than that.
So officially 112 pitches. And Joe Kelly coming on now to get that final out here in the 8th inning. Duffy has walked, grounded out again. Nobody on, and 2 down.
And Kelly comes out with his first fastball at 98.
Joe tossed a perfect 7th inning, 2 strikeouts to get his 6th hold of the year in Saturday's win against Baltimore. "18 of his 20 appearances have been scoreless." But up and out of the zone for a ball, and the count 2-1. Sucre on deck. He was forced into action when the starting catcher Wilson Ramos had to leave early after getting hit on the hand by a pitch down in the dirt. The starter Faria had to leave. Didn't pitch very long, just 2 2/3. He had to leave because of an oblique strain. Check swing. First base umpire says no swing. Dan Bellino over there. And 3-1. Duffy, good looking young hitter. 328 coming into play tonight. 97, and he dotted that.
All fastballs so far by Kelly, all 97, 98. Picks up the outside corner with that one.
Now Kelly can get the Red Sox pitching staff to double digits in home runs and strikeouts right here. Here comes the 3-2. And he does. He pinned it at 98 to Fan Duffy. By Coors Banquet 10 years ago today, David Price made his pro debut. That was with the Vero Beach Devil Rays. He threw 5 scoreless innings, earning the win in that game. And he'll be on the hill tomorrow night against his old club at the big league level. Ryan Stanek coming out of the bullpen now. Right-handed for the Rays. Pruitt pitched well while he was in the ball game. Stanek on Saturday against Anaheim allowed a base hit and then a 2-run homer to Mike Trout to start the 9th inning.
Yeah, he's another hard thrower, a guy that's hit 100 a number of times this season. He's been actually back and forth a few times between AAA and the big leagues. The last pitch was 99. That sounded hard.
It did. 98. Oh, and on that topic, Kimbrel warming up in the bullpen. So everybody who's going to pitch tonight throws somewhere near 98, 99, 100 miles an hour. Devers 1 for 3 with a home run. He ripped one down the right field line back in the 6th inning to give the Red Sox a little bit of breathing room. And made it 4-2. And he'll walk him. Rafael Devers taking ball 4. Time to check out the results of our Dunkin' Donuts poll question. Who do you think should call pitches? The pitcher or the catcher? You like it the traditional way with the catcher, 68%.
Yeah, but you know who calls the pitches? The pitcher. They always shake off and they throw what they want to do. Right?
At the end of the day, yeah.
At the end of the day, the pitchers call the pitcher.
He's the boss. Nunez has gone 0 for 3. He's popped up, flied out, and grounded out to short. Sox looking to take game number 1 here at the Trop. Red Sox certainly have the pitching advantage in all 3 games in this series. And tight, back he goes.
Tell you, this guy can bring it. But the question is, where is he going to throw it? That would make me a little uncomfortable as a hitter.
So you really didn't dig in too much, huh?
98 and not knowing where it's going.
Kyle Snyder, pitching coach, to try and find out where it's going. Once again, a close game between the Red Sox and Tampa Bay. That's commonplace. Leone on deck. Top half of the ninth inning. Red Sox trying to add on. Leadoff man aboard.
That was challenge time right there. Nunez had a big swing on a big fastball at 98.
Sox got 3 runs in the 3rd inning thanks to Mookie Betts in his 16th home run. Ground ball right to the shortstop. Robertson turns it. They turn the double play. So 2 down. Our game summary brought to you by Xfinity. Chris Sale outstanding, 7 2/3, only 4 hits, 9 Ks. Only 1 of the runs earned. Mookie Betts with his 16th home run. Devers has added 1 as well. Faria had to leave after 2 2/3 because of injury, an oblique strain. Not long after Mookie took him downtown. So the bases are empty now for Sandy Leone. He's walked. He's also struck out twice. Greg Kimbrell looks like he is all heated up. Another strong effort out of Joe Kelly, who has allowed 1 run in his last 20 appearances. His ERA is like 0.40 over that time.
He did it tonight all with fastballs too. Kelly, he came in not fooling around. He felt like he had a good one. He kept throwing it.
Bounced up there, and you saw the home plate umpire Hamari race out of there.
Yeah, that was a changeup at 91. Straight down in the dirt. I don't know how in the world Sucre made that catch.
Right. Yeah. That's the most amazing thing about that.
Wow.
How did he catch it? He wasn't even looking at it, nowhere near. 99, but up and out of the zone. Jackie Bradley on deck. Jackie has 2 hits tonight. (3-1). High fly ball. That one way up there, and that is going to strike one of the catwalks, and it caroms back into play. That's a fair ball. It's going to wind up a base hit.
Yep.
So Sandy Leone is on.
First one we've seen in a while. And that ball clearly hit inside that foul pole that is up on that catwalk, and then bounced, and nobody could make a play on it. Leone doesn't know what to do. Now it drops down to the ground, and Sandy figures, I better run. Everybody looking up there to see exactly where it hit.
The rule is if a batted ball strikes either of the upper catwalks in fair territory, the A or the B ring, including any lights or suspended objects, the ball is in play. It's caught by a fielder, the batter's out. Runners may advance at their own risk.
Oh, all the fun of the trap. Catwalks everywhere.
Everywhere.
Foul poles on catwalks.
Jackie Bradley is 2 for 3 with a couple of singles. Tried to hold up, but he couldn't do it. That's a swing and a miss.
Hey, foul poles hanging. You got all kind of stuff there. It's a lot of junk. Speakers and layers of it.
I think junk is exactly right. Trying to hold up, and he did. Now, batted ball not judged to be a home run, which remains on any catwalk, is 2 bases, so that's a double. You see that happen.
Now, if it had hit the next catwalk, it would have been a home run. 3 and 4 are home runs.
And wide on Jackie. Mookie Betts is on deck. Sox up 4-2. Top of the 9th inning. Craig Kimbrell is lurking down the left field line. And a 2-2. Matt Barnes is also up.
I would say that Barnes is up if the Red Sox get a few more runs in this inning. As long as it remains a save possibility, I think you'll see Kimbrell.
No doubt. Leon taken off, and it's in there for strike 3. That is all, so it will be Mr. Kimbrell as we go to the bottom of the 9th inning here at the Trop. 4-2 Boston.
Because no matter where you serve or when you served, we stand ready to serve all military families.
Bob's Discount Furniture is going to bat for the Jimmy Fund again this year. Bob will donate $1,000 to the Jimmy Fund for every game saved. Everybody saves at Bob's, the only choice for untouchable furniture value. Available in-store at mybobs.com. Bottom of the 9th, Red Sox trying to wrap up the victory. And Craig Kimbrell coming on for save number 14. He has not issued a walk in his last 16 appearances. And gets in front of Sucre. Strike 1. Sucre, since coming on to relieve Ramos, is 0 for 2. He has struck out and grounded out. Willie Adames, who made his major league debut tonight and homered in the 4th inning, is on deck. 22-year-old and their top prospect. It's only going to be here a few days in all likelihood. 97 with the swing and the miss.
It's amazing the amount of velocity we've seen here in the last few innings. Sale to Kelly, Stanek, and now Kimbrel.
One, two.
Seems like it from New York when Aaron Judge hit the home run off Kimbrel. They've been using multiple signs with him. Everybody's getting so paranoid now around baseball that it's becoming a habit. You know, cameras everywhere, and I don't think anybody trusts anybody. So with Kimbrel in the ball game, multiple signs.
Two and two on Sucre. Game 2 tomorrow night. David Price against Chris Archer. Rick Porcello has been moved up to Thursday to start against Blake Snell in the last game of the series. And the 2-2. Pesky at bat here by Jesus Sucre. Chris Sale in line for the win. He went 7 2/3, 9 strikeouts tonight. 1 earned run. Full count on Sucre. And a payoff pitch. Base hit, pulled into left. Sucre with a sharp single.
Now before that at bat, right-handers had only been 3 for 34 against Kimbrel. Sucre on a 3-2 count picks up the base hit on a fastball.
Willie Adames now home run in the 4th inning. He's also whiffed twice.
I'll say one thing for the young man. He hasn't been cheated tonight in this game.
He's been seeing big time fastballs. He is not afraid to swing it. Downstairs for ball 1. Late on that one in 97. Denard Span on deck. .155 batting average against him all time. Flared foul on the breaking pitch. Their closer Colomé now warming in the bullpen. We are in the bottom of the 9th inning. Sox up by 2. One, two, and he thought about it but did not offer, and it's just off the corner.
And that's a pitch Kimbrel gets an awful lot. You know, he gets that. He gets those corners, especially with the fastball like this.
Full count on Adames. The veteran Span to hit next. And the 3-2 pitch. Now the kid is hanging in there.
Yeah, he really is. He looks to be a tough out. I mean, struck out a couple of times against Sale, but hit the home run, not putting a good bat on Kimbrel.
The veteran closer against the 22-year-old in his big league debut. Here comes 97, and again he spoils it. This is a pretty good fight. Sucre on at first. Nobody out, ninth inning. Got him. 97 to put him away.
Well, he got me too, because I thought he might try to drop the breaking ball on him. Now just stays with the fastball, and this is nasty. Cuts the plate. Starts inside, finishes outside, and you can see the reach right there by Adames.
That was on the corner too.
Yes, it was.
So Span being announced, the 34-year-old pinch hitter. He's played for the Twins, the Nationals, San Francisco, now Tampa Bay. He was born in D.C., but he grew up right here in the Tampa area. And Miller on deck. Another pinch hitter. First pitch swinging, lofts a foul out of play. Sox up 4-2. Seemingly nothing easy against these Rays, huh?
Been a battle all season long, hasn't it?
One coming. He was late. So Span down 2 strikes. Red Sox have struck him out 11 times tonight. One and two. One man aboard, one down. Popped him up on the run, Sandy Leon, and he makes the play with an outstanding basket catch for the second out.
That's a real nice play by Leon, because you know you're behind the plate of the crouch, and that is very difficult. And the ball is not really hit all that high to get up and be able to make that play. I mean, he reads it right away. You can see that he picks it up right away, and he's able to make the basket catch. If he doesn't see it right away, he's got no chance at it.
Standout play. Now he needs a little bit of a breather. Taking off with all that gear. Really fine play. And a big one with Miller coming up.
I mean, the whole key to making that play by Leon was before that, when he got that jump out of the box. Very quickly he picked the ball up. Watch this. Right there, he's got it.
Red Sox have not made a better defensive play tonight. So here's Miller, 241 with 4 home runs. Kimbrel trying to end it on him and get the win to Chris Sale. Chris would improve to 5-1. Strike one. One for 5 with a double off Kimbrel. Does have good power. Line shot. That's going to keep on bouncing all the way up against the fence. Sucre into third base. They'll stop in there as Miller dives in with a double. Second and third, and the tying runs are in scoring position now for Tampa Bay.
That's that big right there by Miller to come in and take that ball right down the line, right down the right field line, and get the potential tying run in scoring position. He jumps all over the fastball right there from Kimbrel. He's out in front of it. And by the time Betts tracks it down, you're talking about a second and third situation. So now the heat is really on.
Miller coming off the bench and ripping a double. Second and third for Refsnyder. He's already doubled in this one. He's 1 for 2. So a base hit with 2 down here in the bottom of the ninth could tie the ball game. Tried to check his swing, the appeal, and he did. That is ball 1. Refsnyder began tonight as a 146 hitter with 1 home run. Sucre and Miller aboard. That's one of those rare occasions with Kimbrel. He is not especially crisp. The velocity's been good, but he's fallen behind a hitter here in a key spot. Refsnyder facing Kimbrel for the first time in his career. 97 past him for a strike.
That was just challenge time right there. You know, 2 balls, no strikes. Here comes my fastball. Let's see if you can, what you can do with it. That time, no contact.
And a 2-1. He's gone to 3-1 on Refsnyder. Alex Smith on deck. This has been a bit of a struggle for Craig. Lead off base hit, then a strikeout and a pop up, which took a great catch, and now the double. 3-1 on Refsnyder. And he walked him, so that's going to load up the bases. Dan Levangie is going to march out there. First walk in 17 appearances for Kimbrel. One of those nights he's going to have to get it done without his absolute best.
And he's going to face a guy now in Alex Smith who was completely overmatched by Chris Sale in this game, but now he gets a chance to look at a right-hander instead of Sale.
Smith tonight has softly lined back to the mound where Sale made the catch on a busted bat shot. He's also popped up and struck out. But there's no place to put him. They're all loaded up with 2 down. Fouled away for strike 1 as he ran it in at 85. Starting him with a breaking ball. He's 1 for 2 against Kimbrel. Sucre at third. Miller at second. Refsnyder on at first.
Outfield very shallow for the Red Sox.
0-1.
In a position where on a base hit they may have a chance to throw a guy out. That's why they're shallow.
One to Smith. He's falling behind Smith now. 2-1.
30 pitches for Kimbrel in this inning.
Even up now, 2-2. So he is a strike away. Now this ninth inning has been a walk on the high wire. Bases loaded, 2 down. 2-2 on Smith. And a ground ball to Xander Bogaerts. He's got it to second. That ends it. The Red Sox win it. 4-2 the final. Tough in the end. And another close one. TC against Tampa Bay.